It's episode 98 of the We'll Just Agree
To disagree.
podcast. I'm Beyonce Fox.
Are
Hello.
you ever going to get this right?
Probably not. I mean, we're almost at 100 episodes, and I seem to flub it up every time. I don't get it.
We finna get it, though. We're going to get it right.
Don't you use that word in my presence, Ryan. I cannot stand that word.
Guys, backstory. All morning, Beyonce has been getting mad because everyone's saying finna. She does not consider that a word, and we've been saying it all morning. So I had to throw it in this podcast at some point.
Seriously, can you please not use that word in my presence? I cannot stand that word. I don't even want to spell it out. I don't even want to hear it.
I do it all the time. I'd say finna in text so much that my iPhone understands finna. My iPhone be like, you finna? Like, yeah, finna.
Anyway, today, what are we discussing?
Before we get into this sibling talk, it's another episode that I did not run this by you when we did our show prep, but I really wanted to talk to you about this.
Oh boy, I'd like to have a little privy to the conversation, but that's okay. Go ahead. I can handle it.
This week, we celebrated a major holiday. And I don't know if you know, but do you want to take a guess on a major holiday that we celebrated this week that I feel like we have to discuss on this podcast?
The disparity in pay between men and women?
No. That is major. But the major holiday that happened on Monday, March 13th, 2023, it was National Napping Day.
Oh my gosh. And that's precisely why I didn't know anything about it, because guess what? I may have taken my last nap when I was 5 years old.
National Napping Day.
Lord,
now, I did not know. Shout out to Tito. If you are in Chicago, anywhere, you know Tito, the dope photographer.
Sup, Tito?
Tito posted it on his Instagram that it was National Napping Day. I did not see it until Tuesday, but let me tell you how my guy works. I took a nap on Monday, not knowing it was National Napping Day.
But don't you normally take naps, Ryan? For the most part, you are a napper.
I'm a napper. And I just felt like it would be wrong of me not to discuss this on the podcast of a national holiday.
If that's what it is to you in your world, then I'm all for it, because I didn't even realize that Monday was a holiday, let alone National Napping Day. Who makes these things up? Who comes up with these?
The same people who made up Valentine's Day and Sweetest Day.
Are there greeting cards for this holiday?
I don't know.
Go to Hallmark right now and buy one?
You should have got me one. You probably should have thought, my co-host truly enjoys napping. It's National Napping Day. Let's celebrate.
Gosh, I don't even know what a nap feels like. I'm so serious. And if I were to take a nap, I wouldn't go to bed until like 3 a.m. That's just my body. It doesn't allow me that much rest.
No, you take a nap in the day and you go to sleep at night.
Now, I'll give you this. You are a hustler, number one. Two, you're up doing our morning show every morning. You wake up at what time?
3 a.m.
Okay. And you're at work by 5:30?
Yep.
So I got to give you props on that. And you've been doing it for years.
By the time I'm home by like 2 p.m., maybe on a good day, I'm exhausted. I've been up since 3 a.m.
I get it. So I will give you some slack in that regard.
I'm not going to give myself that grace, because in college, when I had a normal schedule, I still took a nap.
When you didn't have to get up?
When I did not have to get up at 3 a.m. If I had to get up, if I had like an 8 o'clock class, a normal day, I would have a few classes, get home by like 12 or whatever, take a nap, do what I needed to do in the afternoon, evening. Naps are a part of our life. Who said there is an age limit on naps?
Well, I thought naps were for 5-year-olds in kindergarten.
Now, let's be honest, Beyonce. You have seen me when I am tired.
Yeah.
Would you rather?
And there have been times where you did need to take a nap.
Exactly.
I give you that. But my goodness, I can't even begin to think about a nap. I feel like I'm going to miss out on something in life. Like while I'm unconscious and asleep, something's going on around me that I need to know about. Or you're not my only buddy who takes a nap. I know quite a few people who take naps and they have to take a nap.
J Money Green, what's up?
Why?
J Money Green, what's up?
With these naps in the middle of the day? Naps interrupt shopping trips.
Mm-hmm.
Naps interrupt going out, having a nice meal at a restaurant. They interrupt all of that stuff.
All things
I can't do naps.
All things that could be there when you wake up. The mall ain't going nowhere. The restaurant's not going nowhere. All things that could be there when you wake up.
I'm just curious, like, who takes a nap? Who does that? I'm not dissing anybody who does. If that's your thing, then you go for it. I love it. But I just have never been a napper.
You need to try it.
Well, happy belated National Napping Day, I guess.
Let's take a moment of silence. Please, ma'am, please stop laughing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, ma'am. All right, thank you. What are we talking about?
Oh my God. Okay, so today we're going to talk about siblings.
Okay.
Just in general, like everybody has one. Most people, I can't say everybody. There are some only children in the world, but a lot of us have siblings. And where I fall in the sibling line is the youngest. And for many, many years, I've been told that I'm spoiled.
Check.
I'm the brat.
Check.
I'm the... And I just don't find that to be true. Wait, are you saying that about me or yourself? Because aren't you the youngest also?
I am the young. I was saying it about you as you were going through your list.
Oh, okay. Sure. Okay. So I don't know. I tend to disagree with most of what was said about me. Yeah, I got away with stuff because I'm the youngest. I get it. Yeah, it felt like I was kind of favored by both parents. I get it. But no parent has a favorite child. We all know that. But what do you think about the whole sibling thing? There's an oldest, a middle child, and then there's the youngest. But what happens when there's an even number of children? There's not really a middle child.
Yeah, I don't know what happens with that. I have two older brothers. Shout out to Brian and Reggie. And I only can speak on like the three child because I have other friends that have like three. There's three of them. I have cousins that are three of them. And it's all very similar. You have the oldest who could try things that you probably would get in trouble for. Like you're the first one, right? The guinea pig. But we also look up to that one. Like you set the way. You have paved the way. You know what I'm saying? We look up to that older one. Then I've noticed that you have the middle one. The middle one has come in. And I feel like for the most part, and guys, this is just my personal research, disclaimer. But the middle one always is kind of like the calm one. The one that's like, I'm not going to do what the oldest sibling did. I'm not going to get as much trouble. The one that is like more level-headed, like I'm more chill with it. Then you got us, right? We are the wild cards. We are the one that we're going to try what the oldest sibling did. And by the time they get to us, our parents are not really going to care by that point to get us in trouble like that. We are the ones that a lot of things that the older siblings could not get away with or cannot get, we got. For example, ears pierced. My mom was not letting my two older brothers get their ears pierced at all until they were out of high school going to college. She took me to get mine done my senior year in high school.
Wow, see?
Like the youngest ones, we can be spoiled. I'm not going to lie. We are the baby. We like to get our way. We are similar, in my opinion, and experience to the older ones. Same personalities on the outskirts. The middle one is the one that's like, y'all need to calm down. Y'all need to chill. That is like how I'm so much like my older brother, Brian, right? Like we're so much alike in personality. But then Reggie would be the one like, y'all need to chill out. Y'all need to stop. Like if we were arguing as kids, we'd be arguing and then he'd be like, yo, mom's about to be home. You got to cool. And we'd be like, Reggie, what? Don't worry about mom coming home. But that's like, it's like that. I feel like in a lot, it all complements each other.
Yeah, I would say the same thing, but I will say that my parents over the years, they just treated us like individuals. We didn't
Mm.
have that template of, okay, you're the oldest, you got to do this, then you're the middle, you got to do, and then you're the youngest. It's just my siblings came up with all these categories. Like, I am not spoiled. I mean, I can't help it that my dad took me shopping at Saks Fifth Avenue when I was 12. I mean, that doesn't make me spoiled, does it?
Well, you're not. Well, yes, it actually does.
About it.
It does. It's not that you wanted to be spoiled, but that does make you spoiled because not a normal 12-year-old is going to sex. I will say this, I do get what you're saying, though. I don't think our parents treated us differently. I think we just kind of took on those roles without knowing. Like, I think my older brother, Brian, I love what he had said at Reggie's wedding during the best man speech. Like, he felt like he was always like protecting over me and Reggie. He always wanted to make sure we were good. Like, he took on that role as the leader, you know what I'm saying? And I look up to both of them for different things as that leader because they're both older than me. So I do think there are roles that we can take on without knowing that we're taking on the roles. Like, your parents can still treat all you guys the same, but there may just be certain things that you do. You are the child that gets to go.
There were a lot of things that I did that my other sisters didn't do. Now, I come from the 4-sibling family. I have an older brother and 2 older sisters. And again, I'm the youngest. So I do see, looking back on my life, I do see that, okay, yeah, I did do this, but none of them did that. And I did do this, and none of them did that. And I did. So I can kind of see, but maybe it's just because the gap in age or the gap in, I don't know what it is. Or maybe my parents just one day were like, okay, we're going to take this young one and let her do whatever. I don't know. But I will say this. My siblings did get in trouble a couple times on my behalf. One of my aunts was a seamstress and she made this dress for me. And, I love fashion, have since I was born. And I didn't quite like the length of the dress. So I took some scissors and I cut the bottom of the dress. And when I was approached about it, I was like, what? Why? So all 3 of my siblings had to either get a whooping or on punishment or something because here I am, this little kid, and I told a lie that I didn't cut the dress.
And you didn't tell them in the moment that they were getting whooped?
Nah, dude, I'm trying to protect myself. What do you mean?
Have you ever admitted this?
Yeah, just recently at my dad's birthday party. Just recently. Yeah. So that's a pretty old little thing. They knew I did it. The siblings knew, but they stood up for me. Like, we gotta protect her.
After I got my whoop, I'm coming for you. Nah,
yeah. So
that's one thing. We didn't do that in our household. If you did it, you finna get in trouble. It really wasn't though. And if anything, we would do one go down, we all going down. It was never like that.
Beyonce, I love my siblings for that. Thank you guys for the protection. Thank you. Yeah. And there were some other things where I would like pinch off cakes that a baker would make, and I would be like, I didn't do it, and they'd be like, oh shoot, okay. So
you are the baby. Yeah, you're definitely the baby. Beyonce, I want to bring this up. According to idiva.com, there are 8 types of siblings that exist in the world, right? 8? So they kind of put different categories. So some are the BFF, the tattler, the good example, the bully. Another one is the peacemaker, the idol. Those are like just a few. What ones do you think resonate in your family?
Peacemaker.
Okay.
I'll never say idol. None of us like idolized any other of the others. I don't know how to explain it or what category, but we always encourage each other. And when someone achieves something, it's like, oh my God, good job. So proud of you. So happy for you. Woo, woo. Stuff like that. But we're all super grown now. So now it's just like we're all living our separate lives. But, when we do get together, it's a time of like happiness and talking about stuff. And so I don't know what category to put all that in, but I would say, I love my siblings. I know we have disagreements and I know there's some challenges that happen in life as with any family. But the bottom line is I love them dearly and I appreciate and respect them for who they are as individuals. And I'm happy to hear that I don't get that she's the spoiled brat anymore. I don't get that anymore. Thank
I don't know if
goodness.
I will say, I definitely say Reggie is the peacemaker because that's that middle one. That's like the calm one when you got the crazy ones going at it. I would say Brian too is kind of like the good example. I think he's always has taken on that role as the older brother to try to pave the way. He's always the one checking in, making sure me and Reggie are good. Like he's always going to be the example, that leader in the group.
That's dope.
I may have been the tattler when we were younger.
Yeah, you look like it. Yep. I can see that.
What does a tattler look like? But I also feel the same way. Like we have a group text, we're always texting in it, and if someone's like celebrating something or if it's like an announcement, we always have to do it like, all right, before it goes to social media, we'll put it in our group chat. And it is a blessing, honestly. And me and Beyonce say this all the time, that we do not take for granted that we both come from a 2-parent household, and that we have siblings, that we love our siblings, we love our parents. It's not always the case like that. And I think when other people talk about their situations, that's when you do have to be like, I am blessed beyond measure that
absolutely
have 2 parents that loved each other, showed us what marriage was supposed to look like and what love is supposed to look like, how to love on one another and to love on the kids, and then to have siblings. And for me, even to have sister-in-laws that we never say like the in-laws part, like those are just like my sisters, like how close we are. Truly it's a blessing.
Yeah, I don't know what it would be like not to have siblings. You know, I'm super private girl and I'm in my own little world most of the times, that sometimes I used to think that I wanted to be an only child. Did you ever have that?
No,
never had that?
Well, I will say this. I technically, once both of my brothers moved out of the state, I felt and feel like I am kind of like the only child that's here, although we talk all the time through text or FaceTime. And seeing here, I have felt like that, kind of like that only child. I would have not enjoyed it. Not that I wouldn't enjoyed it.
Really?
I never wanted that. No, I love that I had siblings. I always loved when I was younger, like when Brian first went to college, I still had Reggie there when we were together. And then when Reggie went to college, because we're all 4 years apart. So then when Reggie went to college, Brian had came home from college. So then it was me and Brian. It wasn't
interesting.
They both left that I was like, well, dang, what am I finna do now?
There's that word again. Please don't use it. Please.
I didn't even know I said it there.
Okay. Anyway.
All right, we finna wrap it up, B.
Stop it, Ryan. Ryan.
We gotta go. We finna go.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, so yeah, sibling rivalry, all of those categories, just throw them all away and love on your people for who they are and for what they are. And give those titles to somebody else, because we're not on that. And a lot of it has to do with your age and your maturity and where you are in life as well. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Yep.
I'd say we are literally about to be at 100.
Yeah. Well, we have one more next week and then 100.
Yeah.
Woohoo! That's a lot of episodes, dude.
Crazy.
That's a lot of episodes.
You can catch up on any episodes that why am I playing with this mic? On any episodes that you missed, We'll Just Agree to Disagree on YouTube or Instagram. And you can hit me up at Ryan Media Lee.
And you can hit me up at Beyonce Fox. And I'll hit you back, follow you back, whatever. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we finna get up out of here.